Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We have actually the real Bobby of Bobby JJ Radio, Mr. Bobby Ehrig. He's ex-Army. He's been on our show before talking about a bunch of different veteran, a lot of organizations that help veterans out through the San Antonio metro area. And we're really happy to have you back.
He's a veteran of the show as well.
He's a veteran of the show. He's a veteran of the U.S. Army. He's all about the vets all day long. So, Bob, I want to say thanks for coming back, man, and hanging out with us.
Thanks for
I thought
inviting
after you met the other Bobby, you would never talk to us again. But
I thought about it.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's always kind of on the fence after that. But you're with Family Endeavors now. So tell us about that.
So my full-time job is with Family Endeavors. I'm a program manager for what's called the Supportive Service for Veteran Families.
Sure.
And it's a grant-funded program through the VA. And what we do is try and help end homelessness among veteran population.
Is this kind of an issue right now?
It's a big issue.
Yeah.
And it's been getting momentum because the White House had put out last year some other initiatives, and a lot of cities are on board this year. We're trying to find a way to end it as much as possible.
So let's talk about some of the statistics about how big this issue really is.
So you have about 150 to 200,000 people are homeless on any given day.
Right.
It fluctuates, obviously. Out of that, approximately 50 to 60,000 are veterans.
Wow.
Most of them.
Why is that though?
Why is it?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of different reasons because you have different age groups.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the biggest statistics that they're noticing is approximately 60-70% of the veterans who are homeless have either physical or mental illness.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of makes a big difference. Also, unlike me, where I got hurt in Iraq and came back, on a plane.
Sure.
They walked out of the combat zones and they walked out of places where most people don't go, and they don't really feel that there's anything out in the society for them.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, can you tell us how you help homeless veterans?
So what we do is we provide a comprehensive program that provides financial assistance for rent and utilities and things like that. We also help them to find places to live. A lot of them have what they call high barriers.
Mm-hmm.
So they might have bad credit or bad rental history or something like that, low levels of income.
Mm-hmm.
And what we try and do is use our support staff to get them housed first, and then help them create plans of long-term support for themselves. So that may include finding a new job or finding a job. It may include getting legal help for legal issues, things like that. Or, a lot of things we can't do, we try and reach out to community and find other programs that are.
And I'm sure there's a lot of programs set up because if they come back from military, from war, and they have PTSD or something's wrong, shouldn't the military be able to somehow step in and help out or give them some kind of assistance?
Well, what you have to understand is that the military is not set up for anything after your time is over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big difference a lot of people don't realize. When you say the military, they're only there for the people currently serving at that time. Once we get out, really the only system in place that's official is the VA healthcare system. Mm-hmm. But every vet that gets out of the military doesn't still qualify for healthcare. You can do your couple of years in the service, serve honorably, get out, and then you basically got the veteran card, and that's it.
You're on your own.
And you're on your own a lot of times. It just depends on the situation, when they served, if they've been to combat, things like that. And then obviously there are a lot of programs out there that help with certain types of conditions like PTSD, like Agent Orange, like family counseling and those kinds of things. So, but we happen to have, I think it's over 280 different nonprofit agencies just in the San Antonio area.
Wow.
With so many military people.
Yeah.
How is your particular organization funded?
So what I call my day job as the program manager, we cover 23 counties between Del Rio, Laredo, Victoria, and San Marcos. Mm-hmm. And the grant is specifically for vets, and it's funded through a grant program that the VA implements every year.
Let's go back to some of these statistics, Bob. So I know that you were talking in the agreement, so vets are twice as likely to become homeless than quote-unquote civilians.
Veterans, like any generation, have a problem asking for help.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter if you're 18 or if you're 80. I've met vets, some vets I work with that are from World War II and just refused to ask for help, and their family members reached out.
Right.
So that's why they're twice as likely to become homeless, because they're not willing or not wanting to actually ask for the help that they really truly need or have earned.
And what percentage of these homeless veterans have had some combat tours?
It's approximately 67% of the homeless vets have had 3 or more combat tours.
Wow.
So that's becoming a common trend, especially with what I call my generation of veterans.
Sure.
They're serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. They're just, they're going to a lot of different towns around the country where there's no services available for hundreds of miles, and they're not understanding or knowing where to reach out for any kind of help.
Right.
So that's where, a lot of the communities have to embrace that and try and, provide that outlet for them to reach out to.
Let's talk real quick about this volunteer organization called the San Antonio Coalition of Veterans and Families. What does this organization actually do?
So that's what I call my volunteer job.
Sure.
SAC-VF.
You're like Batman, right?
Kind of, yeah. I switch capes.
I got you.
So it's commonly called SAC-VF, and what we do is we try and connect veterans to resources and services in the community. We also try and advocate and educate the community and different companies and organizations on veteran needs and issues. And then we try and be a veteran representative with elected officials to help resolve problems at the legal executive level.
Sure.
Yeah.
And some more information on that coalition is at sacvf.org.
Yes, sir.
sacvf.org. And tell us about this thing that just happened on November 5th, this coalition.
Okay, so what we did was we got together with the Home Depot Foundation, who's been supporting vets in San Antonio area for approximately 5 years.
Sure.
And we received a grant where we help sponsor veterans, disabled veterans in need. A lot of them are physically disabled and they need help with ADA ramps, or they need, their yard cleanup, things like that,
right.
Home repairs. So this year we were able to get over $22,000 in a grant to help 5 disabled veteran families and 1 widow of a Vietnam veteran.
That's awesome. For more information about family endeavors, they can go to familyendeavors.org, or to get some more information about the San Antonio Coalition of Veterans and Families, they go to sacvf.org. Bobby, I want to thank you again, brother. We'll talk to you really soon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.